Hi everybody, my name is Sophie. I am the owner of this blog, and a few weeks ago I thought of this idea of to make a monthly podcast sort of thing. For each episode, I talk about a Motorhead-related subject, and this is still in the experimental phase because I'm not sure if this is going to be interesting to any of you or if I can make it interesting enough. And of course, there's only so much I can talk about, but I just wanted to try something new and improve this blog and make it more interactive. So we'll see where this goes. So it'll be the first Monday of every month, Motorhead Monday, and each episode will feature like a subject to talk about or whatever. And at the end of each episode, I will mention the next month's episode's subject, so you guys have time to put your opinions and comments onto that, whatever it's going to be. So this first episode I don't know if this is going to be interesting, but I just thought I would talk about how I got into my first concert and all that. So, yeah. So the story on how I got into him is not super interesting. I know I got into him December 16th, 2013. And I know a few months prior I just had this feeling I was going to get into them, and then December 16th, 2013 rolls around and I had to go to the mall to get Christmas cards, and I had this random urge to get a Motorhead record. I don't know what it was. And there's like a record store at my mall, so I went there, and the only thing they had was this live record, The World Is Ours Volume 1, and it was like a live concert in Chile back in 2011. It's on video too, they filmed it. Yeah, and the rest is history. I've been into them a year and over a year and a half now, and they're like my ultimate, and I love them so. And yeah, so that's my story. And then let's see, and probably in January was when I found out they were coming to me, and I saw them on April 18th, 2014, and at the Royal Field in San Francisco, and it was awesome. I loved it. I only had been a fan by then for about 4 months, so I was still very new, and I probably didn't know those songs that well, and I was still like a super new fan, but I had an amazing time, and they played Lost Women Blues, Metropolis, Ace of Spades, all the awesome classics, and I'm trying to remember anything I remember from that particular concert. One thing I remember is like not long after they went on, like people started throwing drinks on stage, and both Lemmy and Phil like threatened to leave the stage, and that would have been devastating because I was really stressed with school, and I had to have something to take me away from that, and that would have been suckish if they left. That's not a word, suckish, whatever. But I think the Foals must have been stopped or taken away or something, so that was good. But that was a bit of a scare because I thought they were gonna leave. Um, I'm trying to. What other stuff? Yeah, it was just an amazing concert, and even though I was still new, and I was like right by at the entrance of the mosh pit, and all these drunken twats were being pulled out, but I had a great time. I tried to have the music distract me, and you have to expect that, of course, at a hard rock Motorhead concert. And then let's see, June 2014 is when I was on Tumblr and I saw Ian, who's the previous owner of this blog, made a post saying he couldn't run this anymore. He didn't have the time, so he was asking people to take it over, and I probably was like the only one that messaged him about it. And he gave me this blog, June 14th, no, 16th, 2014. I took over this blog, and it's been like a year or so, and I've never expected it to gain so many followers and people liking it so much. So thank you for following this and supporting this blog. So I don't know what else to talk about. You guys are also welcome to put your ask me questions. I mean, about my fandom or like about me personally, and I'll ask them in a future episode or in ask posts, whatever. Next month's subject, and I've made a text post about this recently, is of course the sad reality that we all have to face. That I'm sure their touring days are coming to an end, and I know it's sad because Lemmy's getting old and a few problems he's had with remembering lyrics lately, and yeah, it's really sad. I know it's not like the most happy subject to talk about, but I just thought it may be interesting. I don't know if it's interesting to any of you, so I'll talk about that issue and their legacy and all that, and you guys are welcome to put your opinions and comments already. Basham already put a comment in, so I'll share his in the next month's episode. So yeah, we'll see where this thing goes. I just want to try it out. Hopefully, this will be interesting enough to you guys. And over the if this goes anywhere over the months, I'll try and improve it and be better, be more professional about this. So I've recorded this so many times. I can't even count how many times I've recorded this. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was interesting enough, and we'll see where this podcast idea goes. Motorhead for life. See you next month. Bye.
Thank you and good night from the Wheel Tappers and Chunters Club, and I hope all your legs go funny early in the morning.